contact between an adult or older teen and a child. The behavior is used to gain power over the child and often involve betraying of the child's trust. What kind of person, we all ask that. What kind of person is really victimized? The child. People who sexually abuse suffer from emotional immaturity, low self-esteem, inability to see harm in their action, and lack of the knowledge to control their impulses. Often the offenders have been victims of sexual abuse themselves. I worked in Riverside, I worked in jail system. I interviewed at least over 1,000 people who abuse their children, and believe me, is 85%, 90% they were abused themselves. Remember, the first opposite sex, first boyfriend any of us had in our life, it was our father. And then our brother, and then our husbands. And same thing for the boys. The first opposite sex that child had when he came to this world was that mom. Child's factor. Child are not responsible for being victim of abuse. The factors that increase the risk of the child abuse include no child comes to this world and says, "Hi mom, dad, please abuse me. Please touch me inappropriately. Please don't give me food." But child comes with package. Another factor, environmental factor, is poverty, unemployment, social isolation. Parents who maltreat their children report experiencing great isolation, more loneliness, less social support. Victim of violent community which children live in, danger neighborhood, have greater risk for physical sexual abuse. We have greater risk, San Bernardino, Los Angeles, much more bigger area which have bigger dangerous environment. We see statistically more abuse is in that area. Violence may seem acceptable response or behavior to the individual who witnessed it more frequently. Is more often children, they grow up in a home or environment, they're more normal. Chaos is normal. They're going to grow up and live like that with their children too. Is a revolving door. Effects on the brain. Research has established connection between the child trauma, Research established connection between child trauma and many physical, cognitive, social, emotional difficulty and disorders. The brain may be wired to experience the world as hostile and uncaring place. Then this may be influenced the child later interaction, promoting the child to become anxious, overly aggressive, or withdraw. I have seen 4-year-old, 3-year-old becoming and taking medication for anxiety and depression. Now I have to fight. I had to put my job online to stop giving children medication, stimulant. You're a psychiatrist? Yes.
I'm a clinical psychologist.
Psychologist.
Even the bipolar.
Even bipolar. Yeah, I'm a 4-year-old taking bipolar medication, taking anxiety medication, taking Xanax. I don't know if you guys know what Xanax means. You're here for first 3 sessions. I'm only going to talk to you about 0 to 18. Let's leave the rest of them aside. We go through it later. Let's talk about 0 to 18. See what happened to you. See what did go on. Many survivors minimize their effects of abuse. Say, oh my God, you're right. Because I was sexually abused. This is the reason I'm acting like that. Treatment objective. The key objective for treatment and therapy intervention with adult survival of child sexual abuse, facilitate trauma resolution, foster the healing and the growth of interchild, and helping them to understand they're okay. Wasn't their fault. Yeah, you asked about the treatment. Treatment is not pills. Treatment is working with inner child, understanding, processing it, working through the shame, guilt, anger, all that, and knowing you're okay. When child traumatized once, they have a PTSD. In detail to understand.
Thank you so much, Dr. Teimoori. Thank you for opening our eyes to such an important matter. Very difficult to